Be ready, 5 seconds. Several major countries have experienced scarcity of food grains and faced starvation during the corona crisis. But my sensitive government ensured that nobody remained hungry during the worst pandemic in 100 years. My government is providing free ration to each poor household every month under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. This is the world's largest food distribution program with an outlay of rupees 2,60,000 crore, reaching out to 80 crore beneficiaries for 19 months. Being fully sensitive to the present circumstances, the government has extended this scheme till March 2022. Government is also running the PM Swanidhi scheme for enhancing the self-esteem of the poor and protection of their livelihood also during the corona period. This scheme is proving to be very useful for the street vendors. Under this scheme, more than rupees 2,900 crore have been provided to 28 lakh street vendors. The government is also connecting these street vendors with online food delivery companies. Further, government has started the e-Shram portal to protect the interests of laborers, and more than 23 crore workers have joined it so far. We can see the impact of Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile or JAM Trinity, which my government has leveraged for the empowerment of citizens. With more than 44 crore poor people joining the banking system, crores of people benefited from direct cash transfer during the pandemic. Amidst the progress made in respect of digital India and digital economy, I also appreciate the government's vision for the success of the country's UPI platform. Transactions worth more than rupees 8 lakh crore have taken place in the country through UPI in December 2021. This is a clear example of how fast our people are adopting technology and rapid change. My government considers provision of basic amenities as a means of empowering the poor and enhancing their dignity. More than 2 crore Pakka houses have been provided to the poor under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana as a result of the efforts made in the last few years. Under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, 1 crore 17 lakh houses have been approved at a cost of about rupees 1.5 lakh crore in the last 3 years. Launched with the aim of Har Ghar Jal, the Jal Jeevan Mission has brought about a huge difference in the lives of the people. nearly 6 crore rural households have been provided tap water connection despite the constraints imposed by pandemic. It has been of huge benefit for the women, sisters and daughters in our villages. The Swamitva scheme, launched to provide property documents to people in rural areas, is also an extraordinary initiative. So far, more than 40 lakh property cards have been issued in 27,000 villages under this scheme. These property cards are not only preventing disputes but are also assisting rural population in accessing banking support. My government is working continuously to empower the farmers and the rural economy of the country. Despite the pandemic, our farmers produced more than 30 crore tons of food grains and 33 crore tons of horticulture produce in 2020-21. The government made record procurement to match the record production. The government procured 433 lakh metric tons of wheat during the Rabi season, benefiting about 50 lakh farmers. A record quantity of about 900 lakh metric tons of paddy was procured during Kharif season, benefiting 1 crore 30 lakh farmers. Our agriculture exports have also reached a record level due to the efforts of the government. Agricultural exports registered a growth of more than 25% in the year 2020-21 and have reached nearly rupees 3 lakh crore. Horticulture and honey production are important means of generating new sources of income for farmers, as also to provide them better access to markets. Because of incentives provided to honey production, domestic production of honey has reached 1,25,000 metric tons in 2020-21, an increase of about 55% compared to 2014-15. Export volume of honey has also grown by more than 102% as compared to 2014-15. In order to ensure remunerative prices to farmers for their crops, it is necessary that their products reach the right market. In this direction, the government has endeavored to open new avenues of prosperity for the farmers by launching Kisan Rail Seva. During the Corona period, Indian Railways operated over 1,900 Kisan rails on more than 150 routes to transport perishable food items like vegetables, fruits and milk, thereby transporting about 6 lakh metric tons of agricultural produce. This is an example of how new avenues can be created from the existing resources if the thinking is innovative. I would like to give maximum credit to the small farmers of the country for this consistent success and strengthening the agriculture sector. Interests of the small farmers, who constitute 80% of the farmer community, have always been central to our government.